Hello and welcome to the 88th episode of Fur, Fins, and Feathers. Believe it or not, but our show is now broadcast throughout many parts of the United States as well as into several parts of Europe. Today we have two very special guests. We have Logan Graham of Seekonk, Massachusetts, and Jim Vought of Raynham, Massachusetts. And they are both dog lovers. Tell us about your dog. What do we have? This is Rosie, correct?
Yes.
What breed is Rosie?
A Shetland Sheepdog.
Okay, she's also known as a miniature collie?
Miniature Lassie.
A miniature lassie, okay. Tell us about Rosie. How old is Rosie?
Rosie is 10 years old. She is kind of old, but she is very still athletic.
And what kind of things do you do with Rosie?
We play fetch. She likes it, and she also likes laying around the house in the summer because it's too hot outside.
Yeah.
And because of all the fur she has. But during the winter, she stays inside because it's too cold. During the fall and spring, that's where she is really active.
Very, very good. Now, Jim, you are a very popular local author. Tell us about your book.
Well, I do have a book out that it's called Puppy Tales 2, and it's just one that Logan and I have read together, and that's how we got kind of connected with talking about dogs, and really, we had a common interest there. So he gave me some good discussion about some of those stories, and they're about your children's stories, usually for pre-adolescents, something like that. Adolescents could enjoy them. They teach social emotional kinds of. The dogs get into problems, and the other dogs have to help them solve those problems. And so it's kind of just that's kind of how the book is organized. So around different emotions, it's. I think they have some beautiful pictures, and it's a wonderful.
It was beautifully illustrated.
It was.
It is.
Yeah. So
very good.
So it's great for for discussion, for bringing up discussions in school. If you wanted to talk about dogs, or you wanted to talk about pets, or you wanted to talk about emotions, or anything like that, it would be very good to kind of have that as a kind of discussion, focus of the discussion. So. But I know that we've kind of enjoyed talking a little bit about that, so that was kind of nice. So yeah.
Logan, the Shetland Sheepdog is a very old breed,
Yes.
developed in Scotland.
Yes.
And it's a herding breed.
Yes.
And they go out in the field and they herd sheep.
Yes.
And other livestock,
like
but primarily
sheep.
Sheep. And they're a very intelligent breed. They're known for their ability to problem solve and to get the job done.
Yes.
They're a very popular breed at dog shows in training because they're very super intelligent.
Yes. And there's also a story about her. She doesn't herd sheep, but she herded kittens when our cat had kittens. The kittens got older, and they used to climb out of the place that they were staying, and she herded them back into there.
So she's got really good herding skills.
Yes.
Very good.
That's kind of a neat story there. It sounds like she just naturally can do that.
Yeah.
She doesn't even have to be taught. Wow.
They have a natural instinct. This breed has a natural instinct for getting things done.
Yeah, they sound like they're a good working dog, huh?
They are an excellent herding dog. Very popular in Scotland, as I said, and in other parts, even in this country, in different places, on ranches and things. They will just go out and herd and
Yes.
gather everybody up and bring them in. What are some other, now you have had rather, other breeds
Yes.
and other types of animals. What are some of the other animals that you've had?
Before I went to Seekonk, I had 2 other dogs. They were
Okay.
both huskies.
Okay.
And then when I moved to Seekonk, we had a Jack Russeller, I believe.
That's a very energetic breed.
Yeah, but when I got there, he was kind of old.
Okay.
And then we have an Aussie Husky,
Nice.
and then we have her, Rosie, Shetland Sheepdog, and then we also have a new one, which is a boxer, but we don't know the other part of it. We just know it's mostly boxer.
What advice would you give to other kids who may not have a dog?
Dogs are very playful if it depends on the breed
Okay.
and what they're young. Like you can run around and it chases you. Not in a bad way, in a good way. It like chases you. And then you can play fetch with it. And other dogs, like boxers, they are very big and playful. But I would recommend an older person, like maybe 8 and up, to play with boxers. I mean, younger kids can still play with it, but they need to be a little bit careful because boxers are big.
And can be a bit cumbersome.
Yes. But they are very energetic. Like, you can take them for walks and stuff. And you can, just play with them. Then, my Aussie Husky that we have, Harley, he is very energetic. But after a while of him playing, he gets tired. Since he's almost 5 years old. Or 4, I don't know. And then, but when he's younger, he has a lot of energy.
Jim, what advice would you give to people who might be looking to purchase a dog for a child?
Well, I think that having a good rapport with the dog is super important. So if they can go to the breeder and kind of meet the dog and see how they interact. If the dog kind of comes to them and they have a good connection, that would be a good dog that they probably would have a lot of a good relationship with. And then I think that if they are very outgoing and they do a lot of exercise, having a dog that's kind of more an outdoor dog, like maybe one that likes to walk. I mean, if you're a runner and you want to get a basset hound, you're in trouble because that basset hound's not going to run. But if you had a different dog that's more active, that would be, and then you knew that's the kind of activity you wanted. And some people just like to have one for a family pet that's kind of, kind of calm, and you can watch TV with, have a snack every now and then, and just kind of hang out. So it depends on the whether what you do with your dog and what you want to do. So you got to give some thought to it, and then think about the kind of dog, and then kind of select that, and then go to the breeder and see which one you have a connection with, and then try it. See if you like it. So
I have to put a plug in,
What's that?
Jim's going to laugh. Dog shows are very wonderful events where people can go, and I know you've participated, and your wife and everything have participated in dog shows and agility trials and different things. But dog shows are good venues to educate people about different breeds.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a variety there, don't they? You can usually, I'm always surprised by how many different types of dogs when I go into dog shows, so.
At last count, there are 200 breeds that are registerable with the American Kennel Club.
Oh, okay.
Some more popular than others and some very rare, but they are all wonderful dogs. Logan, what are some other types of animals that you think are good, would be a good pet for a child?
A cat. If you let the cat outside and live outside, and it's not really a people person. But if you have an indoor cat, and you bond with it a lot and play with it, then it's gonna like you. And
Do you have any cats?
Yes, I have two. One is an outdoor cat, and one is a skittish cat. And then chickens are also good.
Ooh, talk about chickens.
Chickens are also good because
How many chickens do you have?
5. Chickens are good because you can feed them like treats and stuff, and whenever you go around the corner just to collect eggs or something, they want to be with you. Like my mom, it has chickens. Those are her chickens. And whenever
Do they have names?
No.
No.
Because we have 3 brown ones.
Okay.
And 1 black one and 1 like black, gray, and white. So it's
Are they
kind
good egg layers?
Yes, sometimes. During the winter, they don't really lay that much eggs. During the middle of summer, they don't really lay that much eggs. But during the fall and spring, they usually lay a lot of eggs.
Good, good. Keeps the omelets going.
Yes.
Okay. What are some other animals you've enjoyed?
I didn't really have any other animals. I mean, fishes are nice. You can, like, watch them swim around.
Have you ever had a tank?
I had a, fish tank, yeah, with a fish.
How was that?
It was good, but it died, sadly. It died when it was 2 years old. Fish don't last that long.
No,
really.
they don't, unfortunately.
Yes, but it's pretty nice having a fish, though. It's pretty nice having mostly any animal.
What benefits do pets give us?
They give you benefits by calming you down if you're angry or something. If you're sad, then an animal can calm you down. If you're excited, then an animal can get your energy out. Like a dog. I would suggest a dog to get your energy out because they're more energetic. And what Jim was saying about running dogs when you were talking,
Yes,
golden retrievers are very good with running.
Okay.
And they're very good at listening since there's most of them are at obedience dog shows, right?
It's true. They are a very intelligent dog, and they're very social, and they really want to please people. And so they're really good listening to directions and learning quickly how to make their master or Missy happy.
You just brought up a very good point. Dogs are good listeners, aren't
Yes.
they?
Yes.
In what way?
They're good at listening, like if you're trying to teach them something, like depends on the breed. Like if they're not used to like training and stuff, then it's gonna take a little while more to train them. But if they're used to training, like in their breed, like golden retrievers, then they learn very quickly, and they're better listeners.
Shelties, not surprisingly, but Shelties are one of the most highly trainable breeds.
Yes.
And most intelligent, and they excel in performance activities.
Yes.
Most Shelties earn multiple titles, like degrees. And you knew that.
Yeah, yeah.
They get all kinds of recognition because they are so intelligent.
They are. Now, Rosie, I think, is an excellent house dog and a pet. And I think
Yes.
that was really one of the things I really noticed right off the bat when I met her and Logan introduced me to her. Would you say that's true, Logan?
Yes, and also, when there's like people that she doesn't know, then she barks at them, but she doesn't bite them. She just barks a lot. Like in the paper here that I have, all facts.
Tell us about, yes, I wanted to discuss this with you. Tell us about some of these interesting Sheltie facts.
Usually males and females are usually the same exact weight and height. Temperature, like temperate, lively, intelligent, affectionate, responsive, alert, loyal, reserved, active, playful, eager, gentle, trainable, and strong.
They are very strong. They are very trainable. And they're a lot of fun.
Yes. And the most questions that, if a kid has a question, do Shelties bark a lot? Shelties can be reserved with strangers, although not aggressive, like I was saying. They bark, but they don't bite. They're very protective of their family and quick bark to let you know when someone's coming, which makes them good watchdogs. Speaking of barking, this is a vocal dog that likes to bark a lot.
So they like to keep their master aware of what's going on in the
Yes.
house.
Yes.
What else have you got for us here?
The lifespan of a Shetland Sheepdog is about 12 to 13 years. And also, this is a question that most people have. Are Shetland Sheepdog good pets? Shetland Sheepdogs are known for their gentle, sweet, pleasing personality. They are also playful and affectionate. All traits have made them a popular family pet. Breed experts often comment that Shelties like to please, coupled with their intelligence, and it's no wonder they excel at obedience training.
And they do excel at obedience training.
Yes.
And I know your wife is Joanne will put a plug in for Joe. She is very, very well respected in obedience circles. And she has Australian Shepherds.
That's true. She does have.
Which is very, very similar in nature to this breed.
Yeah. I think, you bring up a great point because before we had dogs, we didn't go to a lot of events like dog shows, obviously, but then it got us going and we met different people and it was kind of nice, Kind of gave us some more things to do. It was really a great hobby, so.
Logan, how can, if a young child, maybe, it doesn't have to be young, maybe older, as 10 or whatever, if they're kind of shy and quiet, they can get a dog and they can learn and maybe participate and learn with other people. Like, I am a junior showmanship judge, and we've had many people we've had several on the show who were introduced to showing dogs, and they've made friendships. They've become, one of them just became a veterinarian.
Oh, wow.
But learning, and was very shy in the beginning and had a dog, but went to a dog show and said, hey, this is something I would like to do. And became a very proficient handler. And it has opened many, many doors for people.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've found. We've met all kinds of new people, and they've brought different things into our life. So,
do you have another favorite breed that you like?
Yes, I have a favorite breed. It's pretty common, but they're not really that common, but they're very, very big.
And what are they?
Saint Bernards. Saint Bernards are very, very huge.
One of my favorite breeds. They are fabulous dogs. Either the smooth or the long hair. Which variety do you prefer?
I prefer both. Like long hair and soft.
Okay, they can be either way, either one. Why do you like Saints?
Because they are pretty big, but I also like that they're not like jumpy. They're just very calm. Usually they don't.
They're very loyal dogs.
Yes, also. And another thing about Shelties, there's a little bit more.
Yeah.
Other names that Shelties have, their common nickname is Sheltie, but other names is Shetland Collie and Dwarf Scotch Shepherd.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
The paper's right here if you want to read about it.
Oh, I'll read that. Yes. Thank you very much. And you also like the St. Bernards?
Yes, I like every kind of dog, basically.
So no particular one special stands out.
But my favorite one is the St. Bernard.
Nice. Would you like to get one someday?
Yes, I would love to get one, but I'm not sure about my mom. Yeah,
They require a lot of work, don't they?
Yeah, because they're big. And you need to take them for walks. And if you're a little kid, they might pull you too hard.
Yeah.
So you need to be a little bit stronger.
Now, they don't get in too much trouble, do they?
No, not
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
why
think
they call
so.
them saints, right? So.
That's cute, yes. I don't see many anymore. There were several St. Bernard breeders in this area, and I believe they've gotten into other breeds, or they don't show dogs anymore. But at one time there were many, many more St. Bernards around. Very interesting breed, though.
Mm-hmm.
They're very lovable, too. They're very huggable.
Yes.
Nice dogs.
And my question is about a St. Bernard. What if you breed a St. Bernard, and you know Newfoundlands, right? How
Yes,
big
I
they
do
are?
know Newfoundlands.
How big they are?
Yes.
If you breed those two, my question is, how big would it be? Because if you breed those two,
Do you mean breed them together?
yes. If you breed them together,
Well, they shouldn't be bred together because they are both similar
yes.
in body type and but
size.
and size.
If you breed them both, then their puppies will be huge.
Yes, they will, and it's not a good thing.
Yes. Rottweilers are also a big dog,
They are.
but not as big as the St. Bernard and the Newfoundland.
The Great Pyrenees is another large
Yes.
dog. I like the smaller sized dogs.
The medium-sized?
Not so much small as like a toy dog, but Rosie's size is ideal for a lot of situations.
Yes.
Well, then what do you think about a dog for an older person? Getting a dog for an older person.
If an older person is like in trouble or something and they have an intelligent dog, like if they're getting hurt, then the intelligent dogs could open the door if you think about it.
Yeah,
Like
very much so.
Lassie's is probably the most intelligent dog in the world. And I watched a video of a Lassie opening a door.
Jim and I are a lot older than you, of course, And do you remember Lassie on TV?
Oh yeah, Lassie and little Timmy.
I couldn't wait to watch that show every
Yeah,
week.
it was every Sunday it was on, and we kind of it was a
Everybody
really,
had to see Lassie.
Yep.
it was a great show.
They were a very, very beautiful dog.
So if an older person has a Lassie, then if they get in trouble and you live near a lot of people, then a Sheltie could, a Lassie could, they're pretty smart, so they can open doors and stuff.
And they're good alert dogs, aren't
Yes.
they?
So they can be trained to be helpers, right?
Yes.
And then if somebody needed help, and they were trained, they could actually help people stay safe.
Yes.
And that's a really good feature that you brought up. That's a really good point. So dogs are really good helpers for people, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
They do so much good in the community and in their for their family.
Yes.
And Rosie has been so well behaved.
She has been.
Yes.
Logan is an excellent handler. He really keeps her calm, and he has very good, giving her directions and keeping her, staying right by his side and making her feel comfortable. He's really good at that. So.
And she doesn't really go anywhere other than the groomer, and she hates the groomer. So this is kind of new for her, and she gets kind of like antsy.
But she's been very well behaved today.
Yes.
She is a very, very gentle and very calm dog. I bet you've had a lot of fun with her.
Yes. She likes to lick fingers and stuff too.
How do you keep her so beautifully groomed?
There's this groomer in Seekonk.
No, but at home.
We don't really groom her at home. She
Do you
doesn't.
brush her?
Kind of. Well, usually she doesn't get brushed, and she doesn't really go outside that much because it's in the summer.
Yeah.
But during the fall and spring, she gets kind of dirty too. So, but Harley, our dog, or the Aussie Husky, he gets dirty. He rolls in the dirt.
So he requires a little more upkeep.
And he loves the groomer too. So, but she
Very
doesn't really,
good.
she doesn't like really going anywhere.
Well, we are coming to an end, and I understand that you had a little story to share with
Yes.
us. And I would like you to do that.
Yes. Sheepdogs are usually collies, correct?
Correct.
What do you get if you cross a rose and a sheepdog?
A rose and a sheepdog. I don't
collie.
know. What have you got for
A
What's-
cauliflower.
a cauliflower? A little humor for our show.
That's cute.
That's nicely done. It was a pleasure seeing you both today and enjoying us. And Rosie, you were a fabulous addition to our show.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on Fur, Fins, and Feathers.
Thank you, Brian.